Welcome to another episode of the Quip and Convo segment. My guest has been here more than once, but you'll see his bio right after this. Join us for an engaging conversation. Welcome back to the Quip Corner, Dr. Eric.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me back. It's always a joy, a pleasure, and an honor, one, to be asked to come back, but two, for anyone to invite you to their platform. So thank you so very much.
You're welcome. So we landed on one of the quips that you wanted to talk about, Quip 74. Let's see. I want to make sure yes, Quip 74 in my third book. And it says, if a caterpillar doesn't follow the right process, it will never become a butterfly. To fulfill your purpose, you need to know and follow the right process. To fulfill your purpose, you need to know and follow the right process. So, thoughts?
Wow. Actually, that is powerful because when we deal with one, we all were created for purpose. We all have purpose. And following that process and preparation to get to the purpose, so many people are trying to skip the process. That caterpillar cannot skip the process because he will never come out of the cocoon or never be able to be the butterfly and fly if he skips the process, because one of those steps could be the most critical step. And even for us as humans, we try to skip the process and don't want to go through preparation, but we must know that it is so important that you follow the instructions, you go through the process, the preparation, and so you fully understand the purpose that you were created for.
Nice, nice. What do you think are some of the reasons why, as humans, we don't want to follow the process?
One, it's, I'm going to say human nature.
Okay.
One that we really, one, don't understand, or we don't define what our purpose is. And when people really don't understand or are able to define what their purpose is, they'll never be able to walk in it, yet be able to fulfill it. But so many people in the time that we're living in, it's like a microwavable age. Nobody wants to go through the process. Nobody wants to go through preparation. Everybody wants something overnight. And anything that you get too fast, you're not going to keep it. But when you fully go through the process of it all, just like gold going through the fire, it's going to be pure gold. The word tells us when we come through, we're going to be like pure gold. But if I come out in the middle of my process, then I'll never be fully developed. I'll never come out as pure gold because now I have skipped the process, and too many people want things overnight and nobody wants to wait or endure the process of it.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. While you were talking and, giving the analogy of gold, what just hit me was if you refuse to endure the process, you will not be durable.
That's facts, and that is truth. One, if you don't go through the full, you're not going to be, even in ministry, we had to go through a process. We went through training, teaching, catechism, all of that. And you may have gotten to the table of those, interviewing or the ordination committee, and they may say, at this time, you're not ready. Not that you haven't been called, but at this time, you may go for a job, a promotion, and they may say, you just need a little bit more time. Most people either get anxious, they get upset, or, instead of embracing that it's for your good, or as Paul said, all of this is working for our good. But
That's
if I
right.
sit out on this and I get to say the position, or I get to this place in ministry and I've not been fully processed, if I've not gone through the whole process and preparation, all the training, all the teaching, and then I'm not going to be profitable. And you don't know what lies ahead. And so just like if I've come out of my process too soon, knowing that there's purpose attached to it, how am I really going to fulfill my purpose if I have not fully been developed? You look at a baby. I worked in OBGYN years ago. There's from the beginning to the trimesters to the months, all of that. But if you take a baby, I would say 2 months, it's not fully developed. It's going to be premature, but then now you're looking at a life and death situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they've got to go through the process. They got to, now you do have some that are premature, but then they have to stay in. They'll go in the incubator. They go through all more of being cared for.
In the process.
In the process, but they can't come out of that process before it's time.
Yeah. Wow. 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 Thank you, Dr. Eric. I learned so much every time I have you here with me. Thank you for sharing your insights on that quip.
And it's so important because, we're living in, I say it all the time, even in my books. And the one I had just released was called How to Handle Patience and Endurance. We are so in a rush and in a hurry. But I always use that illustration with the rabbit and the turtle. The turtle just kept going. It wasn't how fast he was going. He just kept going. He stayed in the lane. He stayed focused, and he crossed the finish line. Even when Ecclesiastes 9:11 said the race is not given to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. It's the endurance piece. And so we've got to endure the process. We've got to endure the season that we're in. We've got to endure whatever our process that we have to go through in order to come out. And so we're fully developed. So we're fully furnished. So we have the knowledge, the understanding, and the equipping. I tell people when we were at work, they need the necessary tools to be equipped to do the job. So if you come out of the training too soon, you're not fully equipped with the necessary tools to get the job done.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. Well, thank you. Parting words? What would you say to people, who would have said, oh yeah, everything you said, Dr. Eric, fine. I hear you. What else would you say to them?
Go through your full process. And I'm reminded, we used to say this, don't pray somebody out of their process too soon, or whatever God is doing and developing them in for whether the strengthening of our faith, whether building us, because you don't know what lies ahead, and you may get into something you may not be able to handle. So I say, go through the process, go with preparation. It takes process and preparation, just like a farmer. He can see from the beginning to the end, but knowing that the middle process is critical. And so we can't get stuck in the middle of the process. You got to see it all the way to the end, because how you handle the middle process is going to determine the outcome. So I would say to them, don't come out of your process too soon. Get all that you can. Apply what you've learned, the experience, and what was the teaching in this process, but what is it going to produce at the end of the process?
Amen. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And thanks again for being my guest. I really, truly appreciate you.
Thank you always for allowing me to come on to share, and what an humbling experience always to share with you, to talk with you, but to be able to share on your platform. So thank you so much. I'm always grateful, and I'm always humble, and to God be the glory.
Amen. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Have a great year.
I will. You as well. You as
Thank
well.
you. All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye-bye.
All right then. Yeah. Dr. Eric is all about purpose and process. And, he's so eloquent when he talks about it. Don't get out of the process too soon. Like I said, if you don't endure the process, you will not be curable. Well, please join me for other episodes of the Quip Corner with Ada. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I look forward to reading your comments. God bless you. Bye now.